So these popsicles do take a little bit of prep time. So what I do is I just get my favorite dates. These are Medjool pitted dates. And I get these from Trader Joe's. And you want the ones that are really soft. These aren't very soft, especially this one. You see how hard it is? So what I have to do is soak them overnight. So 4 of these nice big fat ones. And I'll show you. So I have this little glass bowl with a lid, and I just poured drinking water and just let it soak overnight. So you could see this. And then, so we've got, again, 4 of the dates pitted, and then raisins. I love these. Get your raisins certified organic. And you're thinking, raisins? But it makes these popsicles so chewy and delicious. Okay, so you just grab a tablespoon of these delicious yummies and throw them again with these right in there with the dates. So what I'm going to do is these are nice and soft, and you can see how soft these are. Just look, I barely have to squish them. So, but I do want to squish them a little bit to get out some of the water, because if I have water in there, it's going to make it icy. And I want it to be creamy, like an ice cream. All right, and I'm going to save this date water for a smoothie for tomorrow. I'm going to get all these little dates out. I'm sorry, these are little raisins. This water is really delicious. It's very sweet. You could drink it, but it's really, really sweet. So I'll just save it for my smoothie tomorrow. All right, next up, bananas. 5½ bananas. The riper, the better. These aren't really that ripe. Oh, yeah, they are. I like this. A little bit of a black, dark on the outside. So I want 5½. So I've got my little calculations. I don't like putting these on the counter because then it ends up getting all sticky on my counter. So anyways, this is about the right size. So 5½ small bananas. A small banana is 6 inches. So I just estimate. So 1, and I was gonna do with my fingers, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, if your bananas are very thick, you know, you've got thinner ones and thicker ones, then you'll get a lot more. If they're really skinny, you might want to add a little bit more. Next up, I like raw cacao powder. It's really cacao. So it's 1/2 of a cup minus 1 level tablespoon. I like the raw the raw cacao powder because it's not as bitter. It has a better flavor. And then I have a vanilla powder, 1 teaspoon. And this is a 1/2 of a teaspoon here, so I'm going to add 2 to make 1. It doesn't need to be strong vanilla flavor, just a little bit. A dash or 2 of pink salt. Okay, you might think, oh my gosh, she's putting so much salt. Okay, I'm not. So what my husband usually does is he puts tape over most of the holes, so nothing, hardly any comes out. So that way we don't overdo it. Next up, coffee grinds. Freshly ground coffee beans. Now I use this instead of coffee because coffee is mostly water, and then if I'm pouring coffee in here, then it's just going to get icy. So the grinds give it that wonderful coffee flavor without making it icy. So good. Okay, so this is about a 1/4 teaspoon. Actually, I think I might have actually put more. Might be a 1/2. I like it strong, so you might want to try a 1/4 of a teaspoon first. And the last ingredient, do get this. You might think, I don't want to go to the trouble of buying it. So beet powder, organic beet powder, can be quite pricey, but this stuff lasts so long, and it has wonderful uses for it. I use it in a lot of my desserts and sometimes even other dishes. So I use this instead of sugar. So it's just dried beet. So put a couple shakes in here. It's probably a quarter teaspoon, maybe a little bit less. You don't want to go overboard with the beet powder because you don't want your food to taste like beets. So a little bit tastes like sugar, a lot tastes like beets. All right, I think I've got everything, and put the cover on and blend it. And I want to show you what I got. This is so cool. So this, let me bring it so you can see it. See this? So I put my banana peels and the stems of leaves of food that I don't use. I put it in this little canister, and it's got this lid with these cute little holes. So then every day I just empty this in the recycle bin, so I get to recycle my little, what is that called? Extras, food scraps. All right, so let's go ahead and blend this. You might need to use one of these tampers, so just press this down so you can get everything blended quicker. All right, at the end there, I cranked it up to high. I really want to make sure the dates, which are very fibrous, and the raisins are fully incorporated. I don't want any chunks or pieces. It should look like pudding. Look at that. Of course, you gotta taste it. Good. So it's not super sweet because I don't want it super sweet. And it will actually become sweeter when you see it's like all creamy. See? When it freezes, it turns into a different taste, consistency, and texture. All right, so now let's pour these into these molds. So these are silicone molds, popsicle molds. I just got online. Aren't they cute? And I'm going to fill each of them up. Don't fill them all the way because then they're just going to spill out, make a mess. I'm trying to make it neat for you. And go slow. And stop before you get to, see, because it'll fill really quickly. So this should hopefully make 8 delicious popsicles. This made 7.5 popsicles. So I would say probably use 6 bananas instead of 5.5. So you make sure you have enough. And so I could see this one, I put a little bit too much in. So then I have to make sure not to squish it down. And so I'm going to put these in the freezer for, well, it'll probably take about 4 hours. And I will show you what they look like once they are fully frozen. All right, so I just took the little popsicles out of the freezer, and there's one missing already. So my husband already ate one, and he liked it, of course, because these are so yummy. So anyways, I want to show you. I wanted to show you all 4, but anyways, I'll show you how easy it is to take them out. Oh, it's so pretty and perfect, isn't it? All right, so I want to show you how these are more like a fudgesicle than a popsicle, because you don't have to suck on it, you can just bite it. It's hard to do this with one hand, but anyways. All right, so yum. You ready? Taste it. Did you hear that? creamy, chocolatey. It's cold. It's not icy. Look at that. So good. Yum. These are low calorie, incredibly sweet for, there's no sugar. Yeah, the dates are sugary, or I should say the dates are sweet, and then the sweetness of the banana. And I love making chocolate desserts because they don't have to be as sweet as other desserts. So anyways, I'll put exactly how I make this. For my favorite low-fat, oil-free, plant-based vegan recipes, order my cookbook with vegan nutrition facts on how to prevent and reverse disease, which chronicles my personal health and weight loss story through my website, thehigh5diet.com.